is Cash Money and Spartle.
I found the cure to growing older.
And today we're going to talk about childhood and things that just made sense to you then, but when you think about it now, it just doesn't make any sense. Okay, I have an older sister and she wasn't all that nice to me. She told me that, you know, little tags on the mattresses, if I cut it off, that I'd get arrested.
When I was little, my cousin told me that the Easter Bunny lived in a huge drainage system by my house. When I was like 4, I believed that the Easter Bunny lived in the gutter. I also thought it was okay to go door to door asking for handfuls of money.
That's not okay?
No.
Also, when I was little, my hair was really dark. And my grandma had the shampoo for redheads and brunettes. She used to tell me that if my grandma washed my hair with it, my hair would turn green. So every time my grandma tried to wash my hair, I'd cry.
When I was little, my cousin, the same one that told me that the Easter Bunny lives in a drainage system, told me that if I had more Pokemon cards than my brother, my parents would love me more. So I used to hoard Pokemon cards in hopes that my parents would show more affection towards me rather than my brother.
Love it! Love it!
And then one Christmas, my aunt bought me a Digimon alarm clock and my brother a Squirtle alarm clock. That was the final token of love that would like push me off the cliff and move my brother into their hearts.
Did you ever have those movies where like you watch now and you realize you probably shouldn't have been watching them when you were little because you now understand all of the references they're making?
Joder.
I don't think kids are supposed to watch that anyway.
No, my parents just suck.
I was referring to more like the Spice Girl movie. Now I watch it and I'm like, oh, they're definitely talking about having sex with everyone. Give love forever, friendship never ends. Stop! I gotta get with my friends.
Oh, I also used to try and use Pokemon cards as money at our local Toys R Us. And my mom kind of enabled me with that. When she would ask me, Haley, how much money do you have to go to the toy store today? I would say, Mom, I have 2 Snorlaxes, a Ninetales, and a Charizard. She would just look at me with this blank look in her face and go, okay. When we got to the store, she'd ask me to pick something out, so I'd pick it out, and then we'd go to check out and it'd be paid for. Yeah, Pokemon cards
are money.
Are money.
I have a little brother. He used to say colopter instead of helicopter, and napkin instead of napkin, stush mash instead of mustache.
Stush mash.
Stush mash.
I like the stush mash.
Stush mash.
I used to have to sleep with my parents every Christmas Eve. I thought that Santa Claus would come into my room with his giant toy sack and suffocate me with it. You ruined my childhood.
Cute. So true.